Dear friends, as I have already told you in my introductory lecture that we are focusing on organic chemistry basics, general organic chemistry or basics in organic chemistry. And to go for organic chemistry, we should start with hybridization. Hybridization, then effects in organic chemistry, and then further reactions. So, let us directly start with methane molecule formation, example of methane molecule formation, and all those points, hybridization concept, will start with this example. Here I have written electronic configuration of carbon, electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, and 2px, 2py, 1,1. As we know, last electron enters in the 2py, so outermost shell is n equal to 2. And according to valence bond theory, number of unpaired electrons in the outermost shell is equal to the number of covalent bonds formed. Here in the what we call as ground state electronic configuration of carbon, in the outermost shell, number of unpaired electrons in the outermost shell are 2, and therefore carbon should be divalent. It should form 2 bonds, but actually, as we know, carbon is tetravalent. Carbon forms 4 bonds. Many examples we are going to consider. In methane, we know carbon forms 4 bonds. So, the valence bond theory explains so many things, but valence bond theory is not enough to explain the observed valency of various elements. For example, in carbon, according to valence bond theory, it should be divalent, but actually it is tetravalent. Therefore, the valence bond theory is not enough to explain the observed valency. And in future, we are also going to consider valence bond theory is not enough to explain the geometry also, bond angle. Hence, something else is required, some further additional theory is required, and that theory is nothing but concept of hybridization. In the concept of hybridization, basically, there are 2 parts. First is formation of excited state. We will focus first on this. And once we are done with excited state, then the second main part, which comes under concept of hybridization, is mixing and recasting of atomic orbitals. Now, what is this formation of excited state? Let us discuss that. Carbon, and let us consider a specific case of methane, and this can be generalized for all other examples of carbon where valency of carbon is 4. Now, 4 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of carbon, when they interact, what happens is that the energy level changes and what we call as excited state is reached. Means what? Electron pair present in 2s orbital, the splitting up of this electron pair takes place, and one of the 2 electrons get promoted to higher energy atomic orbital. Means splitting up of the electron pair in 2s orbital takes place, and one of the 2 electrons get promoted to higher energy orbital, empty orbital. Now here 2pz, one atomic orbital, empty, energy level of these three orbitals is same, shape of these three atomic orbitals is same, only directional orientation is different. So when atoms approach, this is the electronic configuration of carbon in ground state, but when atoms approach, the energy which is produced is responsible for splitting up of the electron pair, and one of the two electrons get promoted to this atomic orbital. And how it takes place, why it takes place, to explain that, let me remove this from the board. Formation of excited state is under consideration. So when atoms approach, means in this specific case when one atom of carbon and four atoms of hydrogen, when they approach each other, electron pair present in 2s orbital, one electron, the electron pair which is present in 2s orbital, it gets splitted, and one electron, one of the two electrons get promoted to higher energy orbital. Then the electronic configuration can be written as, it is written in this fashion, electronic configuration of carbon. This is called as electronic configuration of carbon in excited state. So during molecule formation, when atoms approach, splitting of the electron pair giving rise to this electronic configuration. Now in this electronic configuration, which we call as electronic configuration of carbon in excited state, in the outermost shell there are 4 unpaired electrons. Now 4 unpaired electrons are present and valency is 4. So this explains the observed valency. Before switching over to mixing and recasting, let us consider few important points in this. Why splitting up of the electron pair in 2s orbital takes place, or how it takes place? Why this gap? This gap indicates that the sub-energy level of 2s subshell and 2p subshell, 2p subshell has 3 orbitals, 2px, 2py, 2pz. There is a difference between these two, energy level difference. Energy level difference is present between these two subshells, therefore there is a gap. These are the 3 p orbitals of p subshell. The difference is only in their directional orientation, x, y and z. Okay, x, y, z. They only differ in their directional orientation in space. Their sub-energy levels are same, and therefore here gap is not shown, but here gap is shown. That is one thing. Secondly, why only one electron gets splitted after splitting up of the electron pair? Why only one electron gets promoted? Hund's rule, atomic structure topic, we have already covered that. What it says, according to Hund's rule, as long as equal energy orbitals are present, electrons get filled, half filled first, the degenerate orbitals, equal energy orbitals, means 2px, 2py, 2pz. These are the 3 equal energy orbitals. They are called as degenerate orbitals. They get half filled first. Not only half filled, half filled with parallel spins. And once they get half filled with parallel spins and still electrons are present extra, then pairing. Why this? Because if that happens, then and then only there will be minimum repulsion, maximum symmetry, maximum stability. So out of the 2 electrons, the one which is having spin, the spin of these two, if suppose that these two are of clockwise, then the the one among the two which is of clockwise will get promoted. The energy level of that electron will only get increased, and therefore after splitting up, the energy level of only one electron will increase, and excited state is shown in this manner. That is one thing. So if these two electrons have parallel spins, means if suppose that these two electrons are of clockwise, one possibility, clockwise or anti-clockwise, then the electron among the two which is of clockwise will get, the energy of that electron will get increased, and now the energy of that electron will be of this sub energy level orbital, and therefore that gets promoted, and now that is shown here. One more interesting thing is that some feel that, students, during splitting and promotion, the spin of the electron which gets promoted after splitting up of the pair, the spin of the electron which gets promoted, the spin changes. It does not, it is not possible. Actually, there is a trend to show first electron in upward direction, and normally for purpose of making things easy, first electron which is shown upward is considered as if it is clockwise. It is normally considered. The fact is not, the fact does not match with that. It is not a rule that we should show first electron in upward direction. That is for our convenience, and it doesn't mean that upward means clockwise. So if suppose that these two are clockwise, the one among the two which is of clockwise will get promoted, and then the stability for this and this under these conditions when the atoms approach, and therefore in this excited state, now there are 4 electrons in the outermost shell and valency of carbon is 4. Therefore, formation of excited state is useful for explaining the observed valency of carbon in various molecules, although we are now considering methane molecule formation. Before switching over to mixing and recasting of atomic orbitals, let me add one more point to what I have just told you, formation of excited state. In excited state, splitting up of the electron pair takes place and one of the two electrons get promoted to empty orbital next energy level empty. So this is the excited state electronic configuration of carbon, and 4 unpaired electrons in the outermost shell, 4 valency up till that, or in the limit of valency, observed valency, this is enough. But this splitting, electron pair gets splitted and one of the two electrons it gets promoted, means its energy level increases. From where the energy comes for this, for splitting and promotion of one of the two electrons, it requires energy. The energy comes from the interactions. Let me explain that by considering this specific example. This can be then used as a general concept for other examples. Now, during methane molecule formation, 1 atom of carbon and 4 atoms of hydrogen, 1 atom of carbon and 4 hydrogen atoms, when they interact, both type of new forces are developed. In structure of atom, atomic structure, electronic configuration, we focused on element, one atom, its own nucleus, its own electrons. And based on that, Schrodinger's rule, Hund's rule, Aufbau principle, the electronic configuration, energy levels, sub-energy levels, that was explained. Here the picture has changed. 1 atom of carbon and 4 atoms of hydrogen during methane molecule formation, when they interact, both type of forces are developed, new, extra. Both means what? Both attractive as well as repulsive. Both type of forces are developed, and since splitting and promotion has taken place, it automatically means that attractive forces are greater than repulsive forces, and attractive forces are greater than repulsive forces. That difference in energy in this case is greater than this gap, and therefore that difference in energy which exceeds this gap is enough to increase the energy of one of the two electrons. That electron, one of the two, which one? Which has spin parallel to these two electrons. That energy is enough to split and promote. And therefore, that point should be clear that splitting and promotion of electron pair takes place, it requires energy. From where it comes? Even that part is in details in our textbooks. And here, I think I need not explain more. So, this is how 4 unpaired electrons are now available during methane molecule formation. One carbon atom makes available 4 unpaired electrons in its outermost shell. So, 4 covalent bonds with hydrogen are possible, and therefore, when 4 hydrogen atoms with opposite spins, of course, now they form bonds, and electronically methane molecule formation can be shown. But if just excited state formation were enough, or only if we explain only on the basis of excited state, and if we don't switch over to mixing and recasting or actual hybridization, then what problem will arise? You can see here. Now, valency is proved, explained, 4 unpaired electrons, 4 valency, 4 electrons of hydrogens, 4 bonds, CH4 molecule, but one CH bond will be different from remaining 3 CH bonds, if only on the basis of excited state, if the explanation is done. Because hydrogen makes available 1 electron, 1s1, 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 hydrogen atoms, hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. So, atomic orbital of hydrogen is s, 1s1. And methane molecule formation, 4 bond pairs in the outermost shell. So, one CH bond is formed by SS overlapping, and remaining 3 are formed by S of hydrogen and P of carbon, sp, sp and sp. Means 3 bonds will be identical and 1 should be different. Actually, all 4 CH bonds are identical. Identical bond length, bond strength, bond length point of view, bond strength point of view, all 4 CH bonds are identical. Means, just to explain the valency excited state, up till now what I have explained is enough. But to explain the identical, all the 4 CH bonds are identical, this identical nature, geometry which is symmetrical, bond angle, to explain all those observed properties, this much excited state formation is not enough. Something else is there. That something else is nothing but mixing and recasting of atomic orbitals. Now, for that mixing and recasting of atomic orbitals means what? We have to consider that also. For that, let me remove this. So, up till now, what we have considered is excited state, valency 4 is explained, but that is not enough to prove or explain the observed geometry, symmetrical nature, all the 4 CH bonds are identical. Therefore, one more concept in hybridization concept is there, one more sub-concept we can say, mixing and recasting of atomic orbitals. So, these 4 atomic orbitals in the outermost shell, of course, in the outermost shell, 1 2s and these 3 2p, such 4 atomic orbitals of carbon which we have considered in excited state, each containing 1 unpaired electron. These 4 unpaired electrons, so these 4 atomic orbitals actually undergo what we call as mixing and recasting of atomic orbitals. Now, actually what do we mean by mixing and recasting of atomic orbitals? For that, we should know what is atomic orbital. Actually, atomic orbital is a 3-dimensional three-dimensional space, or we can say atomic orbital is a 3D graph where the probability of finding the electron of that particular sub-energy level, probability of finding the electron of that particular sub-energy level is present. Now, as I have already covered that earlier, the atomic orbital concept we have seen in the topic of atomic orbital, structure of atom. In that case, in that topic, an element was considered. One atom of a particular element was considered. Its own nucleus and its own electrons which revolve around the nucleus. Now, during molecular formation, especially the specific example that can be generalized then, one atom of carbon and 4 atoms of hydrogen, when they approach one atom of carbon, its nucleus, nuclei of 4 hydrogen atoms. So, such 5 nuclei, when they interact, their electrons interact, new interactions are developed, new attractive and new repulsive forces are developed, and that result in what? The earlier atomic orbitals means earlier sub-energy levels, their earlier subshells, their earlier shape of the sub-energy level, all those things change. And in this new atmosphere, one atom of carbon and 4 atoms of hydrogen, in this new atmosphere, new orbitals are developed. We call these new orbitals as hybrid orbitals. Why we call these as hybrid orbitals? Just a moment. These new earlier atomic orbitals mix up, means earlier sub-energy levels, earlier shapes, now they get rearranged in this new atmosphere into new sub-energy levels and new shapes, and therefore these new probabilities, new orbitals are called as hybrid orbitals. In case of carbon, 1 2s atomic orbital and 3 2p, such 4 take part in mixing and recasting, and therefore the hybridization is called as sp3 hybridization. One atomic orbital of earlier, it was 1s orbital and 3p orbitals, and therefore it is sp3 hybridization. That is one thing. And one more important thing is that now the new sp3, such 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals are produced. These all four sp3 are identical energy point of view and shape point of view, and therefore these new hybrid orbitals, each one is named as sp3 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 sp3. So electronic configuration of carbon in ground state, which we use normally, in excited state I had written already, and the electronic configuration of carbon in hybridized state is either written in this fashion or written in this fashion. Electronic configuration of carbon in hybridized state, let me use the short form, hybridized state. 1s doesn't get affected because one atom of carbon and 4 atoms of hydrogen, when they interact and new attractive and repulsive forces are developed, that is not enough to change the energy level or shape of electron pair which is present in 1s atomic orbital, inertial. But it affects n equal to 2, the outermost shell, and all 4 are now equal energy point of view, shape point of view, and therefore gap is not shown. It is shown in this fashion. So the electronic configuration of carbon in hybridized state is this, or sometimes it is shown in this fashion. The dotted line, it indicates that whatever atomic orbitals earlier, now these are hybrid orbitals, whatever orbitals are present inside the dotted boundary are of identical energy and identical shape. Only what were their earlier nomenclature, position, shape, that should also be there in our mind. Therefore, it is written in older fashion inside, but the boundary outside indicates that these four are of identical energy, identical shape, and each one will be named as, labeled as sp3 because these four are developed by mixing and recasting of 1s and 3p atomic orbitals. So, this is the electronic configuration of carbon in hybridized state. So, in all those cases where carbon forms 4 bonds, not only methane, although we are considering methane molecule formation, where carbon forms four bonds, excited state and then mixing and recasting means hybridized state of carbon, this hybridized state of carbon is applicable to all those cases. Up till now, we have considered how carbon during methane molecule formation undergoes sp3 hybridization, and sp3 hybridized carbon, hybridized state, either it is written in this fashion or in this fashion. Anyone we can use. Now, hydrogen, which carries electronic configuration 1s1, one unpaired electron, hydrogen with one electron, that electron should be with opposite spin to this. If it approaches, so 4 CH bonds are formed in one molecule of methane, and these 4 CH bonds are formed by sp3s overlapping. And this sp3s overlapping, let me show it here, sp3 hybrid orbital, sp3, sp3, sp3 of carbon, and hydrogen with opposite spin, s orbital of hydrogen, s orbital of hydrogen, hydrogen with opposite spin, nucleus of carbon, nucleus of hydrogen, line joining the two nuclei. Line joining the two nuclei, electron density is in between the line joining the two nuclei. Nucleus of hydrogen, nucleus of carbon, line joining the two nuclei, passes through the electron density, shared pair. So, such type of overlapping is called as coaxial overlapping. And covalent bond, an electron pair is shared, that is covalent bond, formed by coaxial overlapping is called as sigma covalent bond. Sigma symbol, sigma covalent bond. So, in methane, 4 CH bonds are formed by coaxial overlapping between sp3 of carbon and s of hydrogen. So, 4 sigma bonds are formed, and since already we have covered 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals, shape of each sp3 hybrid orbital will be 25% spherical and 75% dumbbell. Such 25% spherical and 75% dumbbell, that is why it is sp3. Such 4 identical hybrid orbitals, if they are present, then each should make an angle of 109 degree 28 minutes with any of the remaining 3, sp3 hybrid orbital with this 109 degree 28 minutes, or sp3 with this sp3 109 degree 28 minutes. If this is the angle, means the bond angle carbon hydrogen, the bond angle any HCH, it can be this, or HCH, it can be this. If bond angle is 109 degree 28 minutes, then and then only there will be minimum repulsion, and maximum symmetry. Minimum repulsion and maximum symmetry means more stability. For more stability, these four sp3 hybrid orbitals of carbon should make an angle of 109 degree 28 minutes. That is called as, the geometry resulting is called as tetrahedral geometry. The purpose of studying hybridization is to help further organic chemistry actually, and therefore whatever I have told you now in short I can repeat that by taking these models. So now whatever up till now has been explained, the final comments can be repeated by using this model. This is a representative model. The size difference we should neglect. Whatever is present in my fingers is nucleus of carbon, and this is nucleus of hydrogen. And when we join carbon to hydrogen nucleus, these are not atoms. There cannot be such distance between atoms. Actually, nuclei of carbon and nuclei of hydrogen, when they are joined, sp3 hybridized carbon, bond angle 109 degree 28 minutes, and geometry tetrahedral, perfect tetrahedral, because all four bond angles are identical CH bonds. Therefore, this is perfect tetrahedral, and this is bond line or stick type of model, space filling model. Now, this whatever I have in my hand, this is space filling model. 4 hydrogen atoms you can see, 1 carbon atom. The size of carbon atom in this model is too large as compared to hydrogen. Actually, it is not, the difference is not that much. So, when we join the nuclei of these 4 hydrogen atoms, and then that model will come into existence. This is space filling model, sp3 hybridized perfect tetrahedral methane molecule.